off, I want to say you're one of my favorite people. I
Oh,
love talking to you because
ditto.
you have an incredible story. It truly is. You're the proof of what hard work and success is all about because that's what you have done your whole life, which is why I am so happy to talk to you today because as we speak, in what, a couple of weeks, you're going to find out if you add another award to your trophy case. You're nominated for something. What are you nominated for, please?
Country album of the year at the Junos. Yeah.
Bravo. And what I love about this too is the fact that this album is probably the most special. Can you
Yeah.
talk about that, please? Because it really is a representative of your life.
Yeah. I mean, obviously being nominated for a Juno is always a huge honor, but this one is particularly special because of the album. And I think for me, it represents just a huge turning point in my personal life and in my career. It's obviously a deeply personal album that digs into, a lot of personal stuff. Some of it is a little uncomfortable, you know, and but I think to me, it felt like the first time I really had the courage to truly show up as 100% myself, the good, the bad, and the ugly, and to kind of give people a little bit more of a peek behind the curtain of, who I really am and how I've become the woman I am, the good and the bad. And I think it represents a time in my career where I felt like I was really changing my approach to how I created music and how I wanted to continue building my career, and my motivations shifted a lot. Um, and so it's kind of ironic, to be nominated for an award with an album that was kind of about searching for the healing that led to me not needing that external validation so much, or just not letting it be kind of the main motivation behind what I was creating. But nonetheless, I'm still obviously very honored to just to be nominated.
I said this when we talked about the CCMAs. And I'm going to keep saying this too. And we have incredible Canadian country artists who a lot of people are focused on and really happy about. I will say this 1,000 times. This past year, the two artists that I think have made the biggest difference in country music, in Canadian country music, is you and Sasha. And I say that
Thank you.
because you both have decided through your music to speak the truth. And I'm crossing my fingers to get a chance to talk to her again. Um, she's nominated for Best New Artist. I mean, that's what
Yeah.
I mean by the both of you are just
Yeah.
incredible in what you've accomplished.
Mhm. Yeah. Well, oh, sorry, I got a phone call coming in. My bad.
That's
Did you,
okay.
are we still there?
Yeah.
Yeah, I mean, I love Sasha, and I've had the opportunity to write with her before and just talk with her, and she's, kind of come to me for advice, in the past, and it's an honor to feel like I'm somebody that she can look to, and I love watching her just do her thing and blaze her own trail, and yeah, I'm super happy for her success.
I still remember when I think it was the CMAOs when we really had the first chance to talk because I know we did like maybe phone interviews or whatever else, and this was such a long time ago.
Hmm.
And watching your career grow, and right down to I still remember at one CMAOs where you had like I think it was like five awards in your hands or something like that. How does it feel now? Instead of being the new kid on the block, that now you're the stateswoman, that people are coming to you for advice. People are going, "Oh my God, it's you." And when I see you at festivals and just the way you connect with fans in droves who are now singing your songs that you wrote alone,
Mhm. Yeah.
and they're singing these songs back to you. What does that feel
Yeah.
like in this journey?
I mean, it's the most fulfilling part of what I do. And that is the motivation. That is largely the motivation behind, what I'm chasing and what I'm building. One, to be somebody that other younger women coming up behind me can look up to, or feel comfortable coming to me and asking for advice, or like I had that kind of mentor in like Terry Clark.
Yeah.
So to feel like I could even come close to being putting in a similar category is obviously incredible. And I think, to me, what I want my legacy to be, when I'm gone, is the connections that I made through my music, the lives that I impacted, the people I helped heal, the people I helped empower, whether it's fans or even other artists. And I just think it feels very cool and very full circle. When I think about all of the specifically female artists that I looked up to growing up, I don't know, it's really cool to feel like I can be that now to some women coming up behind me.
But this is the first time I've been seeing that you're having fun in your career. And I say that because we follow each other on
Yeah.
Instagram. I love those, do I call them mini performances that you and your band
Oh, the fit vibe
does?
checks.
Yeah, yeah. What is that about? Please talk about that.
It honestly it started sort of like organically. I forget what, there was a show we were playing. We had a really like rough travel day getting there. We were all kind of tired, and like I just felt like the energy was lacking, as we were leading up to showtime. And like usually we always put on, like, we have a couple different pump up songs that we like to listen to, before we go on stage. And we'll do our shot, say a prayer, we have our little rituals and stuff. And I don't know, for whatever I was just like playing music. And in my head, I always have my manager's voice saying, don't forget to film stuff, don't forget
Yeah.
about content and whatever. And yeah, I don't know, for whatever reason, I just was like, I'm just gonna take a video of us like doing what we always do before the show. And it was just us kind of dancing around, acting a fool. And as it kind of doubled as like a pre-show fit check, where I didn't feel super corny. I was just kind of like being myself, and I kind of made my band join in with me. And my manager was like, okay, so you're doing that every show now. That was amazing. And but we, like, we look forward to it. And I love that the guys totally get into it. And we've started incorporating like choreography now, and
Yeah.
we have all these ideas. We just have fun with it. And honestly, I think it goes a long way to just like setting the tone before we walk on stage, where it used to be, you get on stage and you're still kind of finding your groove within that first song. But now it's like I feel like we're already walking on stage in the groove, and we've already kind of gotten the energy up. So I think it's made a huge difference to how we start our show and just the vibes all around.
Absolutely. Before we go back to talking to the Junos, there's something I've wanted to ask you for the longest time. I think this
Okay.
is the perfect time.
Okay.
Why have you not had a shampoo or hair endorsement or commercial? Because I'm an old school guy, okay? I was born in 64. You have the best Farrah Fawcett hair ever.
You know what? I
Farrah
don't
would be
know. I would love
jealous.
it. Like, if somebody wants to pay me to just have good looking hair, like, please, I'm open for business. My DMs are open.
Like, how long does it take to take care of it? Because it's always perfect.
Oh, thank you. Well, I mean, maybe when I have to be in public. When I'm not in public, it is not always perfect. Um, I mean, I just, I'm big on like self-care, like whether it's skincare, taking care of my hair. It's like, to me, it's like last night, I light candles, and I do like a, moisturizing mask on my hair, and I'll do like a face mask, like stuff like that. Kind of feels like a not overly expensive, or, time, like it's just an easy way for me to kind of unwind when I get off the road, and it just makes me feel better. It feels good to take care of yourself. So yeah, I'm all about self-care. And my hair is kind of one of those things. It's one of those signature things that people know about me. So, just like the legs, I got to take care of them.
Absolutely. There was another thing I just remembered too, and like you can explain it. I remember seeing it was probably a few months ago. There was a video of you walking into a room, and there was a big announcement that was made.
Yeah.
What was
Yes.
that?
That was my team telling me that I had been chosen for CRS New Faces.
That's it.
Yeah, yeah. So I mean, that was huge. That was just man, just like a huge milestone in my US career, having my first single at radio and charting. We got up to all the way up to 16, which is a new artist and a female artist on an indie label. It's an incredible feat, and to just be recognized and to be included in that class of artists. It's a big nod from Nashville and from the country music scene to just say like, hey, you need to be paying attention to this artist.
Hell yeah. We've been saying that for years. Finally, they're
I
getting
know,
it.
right?
Okay,
Hey,
so what are the plans for the Junos? Do we know about Juno Fest? Do we know of anything that's going to happen with you down there yet?
not yet. Honestly, right now I am in tour mode. I'm on the road a lot, so I'm just focusing on working. But I'm very honored to be nominated and just to be included and to have that recognition for the record. But I'm all about just working right now.
Okay, and speaking of working, what's the rest of 2026 looking like? More festivals. I saw Boots and Hearts. I don't remember if I saw your name on it or not.
I
Um,
don't think this year. We played last year, so
yes.
usually it's a every other year thing. But I did actually just this morning I announced a whole new chunk of tour dates on the Golden Child Tour. We are going to be hitting Eastern Canada, Ontario, East Coast. Obviously, of course, I wasn't going to forget my Eastern Canadian folks. Everybody's been harassing me in the comments and asking about it for weeks since we announced the first leg. So of course, I will be coming back home to Ontario. So those dates are out now. Tickets, I can't remember, it's either pre-sale or I think they might be available now. I'm not sure, but I should probably know that. But it definitely will tell you on my website and on my social media. So yeah, I'm excited, getting to do a headlining tour. It's my favorite thing to do because one, I feel like I really get to give the fans like their money's worth. I get to give them the full Megan Patrick experience. I get to play a full set. I get to go to the merch table after and meet everybody and take pictures and make those personal connections. And I mean, don't get me wrong, it's amazing to get to tour with bigger acts. Obviously the Brad Paisley tour was awesome, but it's playing for 25 minutes, it's like it feels like you're just getting started and all of a sudden the
Yeah.
show's over, and I don't have the opportunity to connect with the fans as much. So that's why I wanted to get back out and do my own headlining stuff again. And yeah, it's gonna be fun. I can't wait.
I can't wait till Brad is opening for you. It'll happen. You watch. And very quickly, new merch.
Yes, we do have new merch on the road right now. Yes.
Okay, so we can focus on that too. I am going to be in Hamilton, so I will see you at the red carpet, or hopefully I will be seeing you backstage or in the press room. And cross fingers, you'll be holding something when you're back there to talk to all of us. Always big love to you. Be safe on your travels. I'll see you in Hamilton, and once again, congratulations.
Thanks, buddy. Good talking to you as always.